Everybody, it's Quinn here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a great race. We're starting in 7th after last week's race with Matt, who's starting on our right there. And this is going to be the last Super Series race of the whole season. You can see the flagger walking over there to the left, and we're looking for that green flag. Green flag flies. We're going to push off with that left foot, get that launch control advantage, and today that's really going to help us. We gain 2 positions before we even make it to the first turn into the S's, and then it looks like we're going to hold this and grab another one through carousel. So in the first 2 corners we improve from our grid position of 7th up to 4th, and we can see the lead. We are right behind 3rd, and I am sniffing for a podium position. This is a C main, so I really want to try to get a good result out of it, because you never really want to be in the C, and if you're going to be in the C, you definitely want to be at the front. That next car on track is the 39 car, and that's driven by Giancarlo Maloney. And I think that I'm probably going to be able to make it around him. I was pretty confident in the C main because I had decent pace this day, and I did feel like me fighting with Matt in that last heat race was part of the reason why I was so far back. And you can see we're already up there pushing on the 39. He's going to go defensive, and I'm going to go back onto the regular line through bypass, because you really want to try to focus on your exit from bypass onto the start-finish straight. And here's why. I opened it up nice and wide, and we can put it right up next to him. You see, we gained a total of 3 positions on that first lap. We're going to gain another one here on the first turn-in for lap 2. And now we are in 3rd. We are finally in a podium-paying position. This next car up ahead on track is Alexander Mata, and he is going to fight hard to hold on to 2nd. He started this race in 2nd place, so he feels like he earned his position and he doesn't want to give it up. But I know that I need to get past him really quickly. The guy in 1st place is Albert Ye, and if you saw my endurance race video a couple of weeks ago, you'll know that he is a little bit faster than me almost all the time. So I know that I need to try to get past the traffic as soon as I can if I'm going to chase him down to win the race. At this point, it's very clear to me that I do have a kart that is going to be able to produce a result for me. When you're racing rentals, there's always the chance that you're not going to have the tools that you need, but I definitely felt like my kart was healthy enough, and we're going to see that here. We're going to get a nice exit out of bypass again. We still have the speed advantage, and we're going to be able to put it up right next to Alexander there, and he's going to try to hold on to it. He really tries to go side by side through the S's with us, but it's pretty tricky to do that. We're able to hold him on our outside through carousel, and there's really no way to go around the outside quickly in carousel, so he's going to drop back into 3rd, and we are up into 2nd position. We only have 1 car ahead of us on track, but he is not happy about that. I told you Alexander was going to fight hard, and he makes a little contact, throws a little dive bomb on us, and we fall all the way into 5th. We're able to come back through and come back up into 4th, and then back up into 3rd before we even get back out of the sweeper, because Giancarlo in the 39 has got to drop out. And since he does it, and he goes side by side with the 23, they both lose the run through the Technico complex, and that means they have no straight line speed on the hill. I'm feeling really optimistic, and I think about putting one on Alexander up ahead, but I just don't have it. So I'm going to make sure to set it up nice, because I can see that he's not on the correct racing line for turn-in, and he's a little squirrely here. I can see he's losing traction. I know I'm going to have a huge speed advantage here because he was sliding on the exit. I'm not sure who got the black stick there, if it was him or I, but we're side by side again going into the S's. 2 laps in a row, we're side by side into the S's. He tucks in behind us, and this time we're going to be able to hold him behind coming through carousel, and he's going to have no way to get back around. So now we're back up into 2nd, but as you can see, we turn the camera around. Look how far ahead Albert is. All this fighting for us in 2nd and 3rd place has given Albert the chance to put super fast lap times in with no traffic, and that means he's been lapping 2 or 3 seconds a lap faster than us for the last 4 straight laps. He almost has a 10-second lead at this point, and it's going to be nearly insurmountable. We're really going to have to chase him hard. Behind us, we can still see that Alexander is right on our tail. He's not giving us any room, and he's looking for mistakes, but I'm hoping that my natural pace can try to show through. I have a bit of a problem with performance anxiety once I get to the front of the group, and now I know I'm at the front of the pack. I know that there is a long train of cars behind me that goes pretty much all the way down to 20th, and I really need to put the laps in. You can see here we set our fastest lap of the race, and I give Alexander behind the signal to push so that we can catch Albert, because 2 karts are typically faster than 1, but he doesn't listen to me. He tries to put it up next to me on the inside for the carousel. He doesn't quite have it. I leave him just enough room. I leave him 1 kart length plus 1 millimeter and he drops back here, again going side by side through the hairpin there. He's losing a bunch of time, and these 3 carts fighting behind are going to be dropping back, and that's going to help me to focus on Albert up ahead. Now that these guys have dropped off, they're not going to catch us again. So we're actually going to skip ahead to our fastest lap of this race in total, lap number 9. I'm going to talk you through a little bit here. So we're going to come up to the turn in. You want to turn in just as you're getting to this barrier on the right, and then you want to try to bring the cart just off the apex on the left side. You want to brake in a straight line here in the middle of the S's, and then you want to try to put the cart on that curb on the right and then roll onto the throttle. Take a nice line through the carousel and try to clip both apexes if you can. I missed the first apex there. I lost a little bit of time doing that. We want to open it back up. You can see we're going to be braking in between these 2 yellow lines on the right, and this is going to be kind of a late apex. You want to try to get on the throttle nice and early and focus on your exit here, because your exit speed is going to determine your speed for this whole sweeper section, which is a high speed section. You want to make sure you have good speed going into this. Now we want to get 2 off the paint here, and this Technico complex doesn't look like it's going to be flat, but it is. Do not lift. Put your cart back on the paint. Turn in early both times. Turn in early for both turns for Technico, and hold your foot in it and send it up the hill. Now we're coming up to turn 4. You want to use as much of the track as you can. As you can see, this diagonal surface change, we're going to be braking right as the cart reaches there. Again, you want to get on really early as you can. Use all the track that you can. You're allowed to go 2 off the paint there, so you got to keep 2 on the paint. You can see we're not quite all the way to the wall there, and that's because there's a little bit more grip, a little bit to the inside of the entry on bypass. And this is going to pull us over the line for a 102.622, our fastest lap of the race. Skipping ahead 3 more laps, this is the beginning of the last lap of the race. So I'm very, very happy, as you can see, because I try not to look behind me when I'm leading, and I don't realize that there's nobody right behind me. But what I also didn't realize was that Jose de Silva was in this race, started last in the C main, and he is a front runner at CalSpeed. He has been tearing his way through the pack, and at this point, he's in 3rd place. He's right behind me, and he's gaining on me at over a second a lap. So honestly, if this race had gone on for 1 more lap, you'll see how close he was at the end. He was less than a second away from me when we crossed the checkered. And I didn't realize. I was kind of, like I said, chasing Albert, but as you can see here, we can't see Albert. This was my view the whole time we were chasing him. He was, like I said, over 10 seconds ahead. You can see him on the left there. He's 2 or 3 turns ahead. And now we're coming up to the last few corners of the race. I'm starting to feel the nerves, and there he is. There's Jose de Silva. You can see how close he started last in this race, and this is how close he is to me on the last lap. He's coming. He's got a much better run out of bypass, but we're going to do it, and I am thrilled. I've had podiums before, but not hard-fought podiums like this. I came from 7th on the grid, and I'm just feeling so stoked about it. One of the perks of being a podium sitter is they actually check your weight to make sure that you weren't cheating. So we're going to go and have a word with the race winner, Albert Ye, at the scales.
What did I tell you, bro? I knew it was coming. I was behind you. We were fighting too much on lap 1. I was chasing you. I was catching you a little bit, but your gap was tremendous. That was a fantastic drive. Really great.
The commentary was great. You actually pronounced my last name right.
Really good job. I was worried. I'm always worried about the pronunciation. It's hard. Yeah, you're going to be in this one too. Everybody's going to know you're a winner.
Oh, thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out so much, and it really encourages me to continue making videos of these races. So make sure to check in next week. There's a new video every Wednesday.
What do you think about that?